What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Shay J. This is the place where we talk about all things astroteric knowledge and all that good stuff. So we do, readings, and we talk about life here. This is what this is all about. So this platform, we represent the divine feminine energy. Okay, the planet needs more divine feminine energy, and this is what we represent here. But if you're a male, you're masculine, welcome. We love the masculines to come in and participate in the conversation. So today's topic we're going to talk about is how to stop being insecure. Part two, because I did a part one before. You can go back into my playlist and check out part one if you want. But this video, we're going to talk about how to glow up mentally. These are some more tips that I've picked up along the way that I've learned from experience or through others. Basically, how to change your life. And these are the things that you do step by step. So the first tip that I want to mention is self-discipline. Now, self-discipline is important because consistency is key to transformation. So if you stick to a routine, you will begin to start seeing results in the things that you're doing. You can't just start one day and put things down another day and don't go back to them. You will never grow. You will never achieve anything. So the whole point to, working on yourself, your mindset, your money, whatever it is to be consistent. And I'm also talking about your spiritual practices, because I feel like, we weren't taught about having spiritual practices. We just taught to pray and stuff like that. But if you're a part of the 144 that's on the planet right now, you know about your spiritual practices and about your spiritual hygiene and how important that is to keep that up. Okay, the next tip that I also wanted to mention was being emotional intelligence or having emotional intelligence. This is, and the way you do this is mastering your emotions and stay composed. This is how you know that you've grown up maturely, because you don't react the same way to certain things. Situations and people used to get the best of you and suddenly they don't. It's because you mature, like mentally, you understand how things work. And this is how you know how to deal with people, when you know how to pull your energy back, when you know how to not invest in things that are not good for you and conducive to your health. This is when you know that you're growing maturely and continuing. Okay, but also I wanted to mention reflection and stillness. So this is another way of saying meditation, but in those quiet times in your day, when you can find clarity and solitude, these are the things that this is the time that's going to give you the answers that you're looking for. So you could spend time meditating, maybe 5 minutes a day. Start 5 minutes a day. This is good. It helps you to clear your mind. It helps you to be more focused and, having your mind open. This is ways that little things that you can do every day to help your mindset, to help your mental capacity to deal with life, because life would be life. All right. So the next tip that I also wanted to talk about was embrace mystery. Share less and let your actions speak. So what I mean by this is, like, you don't have to announce to people all the things that you're doing. Some things don't need to be said. Know when it's time to speak and know when it's not time to speak. This is when that emotional intelligence comes in. Certain things don't need to be shared with people. People just need to see. I'm the type of person, I like to show instead of talking, because I feel like people be all about the talking and they don't be about the action. So embrace mystery. Be a mystery to people. This is a gift. This is a gift to people. The less that people know about you, the better. And why I say that? Because the less they don't know how to attack you. They don't know how to come for your dreams. They don't know how to manipulate you and hurt you. So be mindful about the things that you share with people, even your closest friends. All right. And the last tip that I also wanted to talk about was redefine success in your terms. Okay, live by your standards and not by the standards of other people or the standards of what you see on TV. Do not be a follower and think that whatever works for this person is going to work for you, because that might not necessarily be the case. You know, it comes in a point in your life where you need to be intentional about who you are and the things that you want to do. Okay, and all these tips basically sum up to one thing. If you know what I mean, they basically sum up to one thing. But what I'm saying to you is that when you can be intentional about your life, then you know exactly where you're headed. You know who you are, and nobody can tell you otherwise. And then there'll be a point in your life where you don't have to explain yourself to people. You don't have to tell people what you're doing, because you have emotional intelligence to understand how things work. And this in turn will make you a better person for yourself and also for other people around you. So let's just be mindful of, you know, how we think about ourselves mentally, how we feel, how our thoughts, and, being more intentional. Like the last tips that I was talking about, there was shadow work, setting boundaries, also having a growth mindset, inner confidence, self-validation, again, self-discipline, emotional intelligence, reflection and stillness, embrace mystery, and redefine success. It doesn't matter what people say or how they think that you should be. It depends on how you feel you should be. And ultimately, at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. It took me a long time to understand that. A long time. I had to learn that I wasn't living my life for other people, that I was living it for me. And that's the only way I got off the hamster wheel, is because I made these little changes in my life every day. Yeah, it took me years to do it. It took me years to get here that I am today, but I've done a lot of work on myself, and I'm at the point where I can kind of like help somebody else who's behind me. So this is basically the whole point of this video. Hopefully some of this content will help someone. Please leave me a message, comment down below and let me know what you think about the content. We have the Zodiac series going on. We have some other things coming up towards the end of this year, so stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'm gonna check y'all out on the next video. Peace.